Page 14, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats except for the accidentals. At the beginning, right hand. 1, 2, 4, D, E, G. Then here, let's get this rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If that's causing you problems, then take out the ties and put in all the notes. Second measure, 1 and, that's what it is, and 2. Then once you get that, put the tie back in. You think playing the note, you hang on. 1 and. Same thing here. Just hang on to that, and then the same rhythm, different notes. Their fingering is fine. Third line, third measure, second ending, that is. That's a stretch. You can, if you want, on that second ending, that's the third line, third measure, instead of 2, because you're coming off of a fourth finger. You can just stay there and use third finger, and then little finger if that makes it easier for you to reach the B. Here, that's fine. Then lift up and move up here. This is all legato here. Connect. This feels a little weird, but it works out because of the other stuff that's coming up. So try it if you can. So we need this very connected, very legato with the fingers if you can. Because it's a nice contrast to all that staccato that was above, which I'll come back to a little later. And then lift up here, it's a new phrase. You can use 2 on the F sharp if your hand's big enough and you want to. When you come up, it's like it was at the beginning, but you're an octave higher. Done this, and then the last line at the bottom, you're here. Then F natural, G sharp, and then here, just come off. I would do a 2 on the F on that one here, so I can go to here and connect those. That's what I do. And then the last chord, that is an A, G, or an A, D, G. It's weird. Sounds wonderful. Huh? Okay. Left hand, keep it soft. And I recommend third finger at the beginning because you're really in this position. Here. Now they're using, and then third. I just use third to begin with. The broken chord is all it is, and then a 2. Rest, and then you come up. And then again, second finger, that's fine. Third line down, second measure. Watch these notes. 1 and 2 and the thumb, and then natural. 1. Then you repeat that. Now you're going to get fifth finger. When you repeat this and go back up, you're going to end up with fifth finger on that first note. That's okay. It's not the best, but that's okay. That's fine. And then third line, second ending here. 1 and. I suggest this fingering. This is a third line down last measure with these eighth notes. They're saying a 2, 1, 2, 1. I don't like 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. I'm suggesting you're coming off of an F. You have a rest. I suggest you use third finger. 2, 3, and then 1. To me, that's. I'm not using the thumb so much. I move the hand one time, right there. What they're doing, they move the hand to start it, and then they moved it again. Yeah. Just stay where you are and third finger. It was similar to what it was at the beginning, but different notes. That's a B, an E, 1 in. And then crunch switch up to the top of page 15. So the fifth finger, connect all, well no, you have a staccato, you can move up if you want. And then here, a D, A, and then you come back down. And then third finger, second line, second measure, on page 15, third finger, not fifth. We've had all this before. Go down to the last line. You're here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then the last is an E, A, D. That's going to blend well with what that right hand is doing. You work these out one hand at a time and then see if you can put the hands together. Remember to hold that B down as you play this. I need to repeat that. Let's go on. This is the third line down, the second ending is here. Now you have a rest in the right hand there. Make sure you lift that up. Right there, when you play that A, the right hand comes up. Once you have the notes and the rhythm, sort of, I mean you're going slow, I hope, you go ahead and put in these staccatos, the nice light wrist staccato, and keep the left hand soft. If you can bring out the top note in the right hand, do it. That's the melody, that's what we want to hear. I'm kind of taking some liberties with this and keeping the hands pretty much the staccatos going at the same, because technically it's like in the first measure, the second line, you'd hold that out the full 4 counts. So when you play that last note in the left hand, you got that still down. But I lifted them at the same time. Here, it's a new phrase, so you're going to lift up anyway, so I just... Now when you get down to the last line on page 14, it's smooth, it's legato, it's contrast. This is what we're after. And this actually begins with the last measure of the third line here. Connect the left hand. Go all the way to... don't split that. No, just... It's a new phrase. I lift both hands at the same time. It's an accent and a staccato because you're coming, get louder. And you're loud here. Then you come down. Last line on page 15, it's accented. And the right hand, you put a little separation between them because of the accents. Don't play them legato. But the left hand, you got to get in the rest. And only the right hand is accented, not the left hand. So you work that out real carefully, as slow as you got to go. I'm going a little fast, but as slow as you need to go. Now, a couple little things about interpretation. First off, this is rock and roll type thing. We're going to swing these eighth notes. There's a note at the bottom of page 14 you can do this, and typically this piece is done that way. So the eighth notes are, it's not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that's the counting. The eighth notes and only the eighth notes. We'll do that throughout. Also on these staccatos, they're not all the same. You don't play them all this short. Can if you want to. See, I tend to hang on to that one. I separate it, but it's a long staccato. And again, the first measure of the second line there, that one, I don't use a short staccato there, it's a long staccato. That's me, that's how I interpret it. You'll have to experiment with this. What I'm trying to get across is once you get to know the piece a little bit and you get feeling it, don't always play all the staccatos the same shortness. Feel this and interpret this and have some leeway. You don't have to do them all the same. Now they've added pedal for the legato part, and it's kind of important because we do want this, we want the contrast between this and this. We want that contrast, and the pedal helps to reinforce that contrast. That's legato pedal, and you pedal it exactly the way they're showing you, sort of. That's overlapping pedal. That means the hands go down, the notes go down first, and then the pedal. So at this, the last line on page 14 here. Change it after I play the notes. And I lift it up after I play the whole note. And then top of page 15. Second measure, I only pedal the first two beats of the second measure. I don't want to smear all that. And then for this accented note, I pedal the accented note. The pedal goes down with the hand, with the notes, and comes up with it. It's just boom. It just reinforces that. So that first line on page 15 is here. And then at the bottom, the pedal the end of it. So the last three measures, you're here. Right after I play that C here, I put the pedal down, and this chord is kind of soft. And at the end of that whole note, the pedal and the hands come up together. And that's the pedal. It's the only pedal. Otherwise, we got staccato going. We don't want to mess that up. I want to do this slowly, very slowly. Double check all the notes and rhythms and all. If you want to do it with me, go ahead, at least the right hand. And I'll try and pedal it as I suggested. So I'm going to give 4 counts and start. 1, 2, and ready, and go. And 1.